$10. 10 minutes. 10 minutes. Peggy Tjin's 10 Cooking Show.
Welcome back to 1010. In today's edition, I'm going to prepare a lovely lamb chop meal with some yucca. And I use the yucca basically for some carb intake. I'm going to saute the lamb with some shawarma seasoning, and because it's Middle Eastern, I'm going to combine this with the Sharon fruit, which basically comes from Israel. It's full of vitamin A and C. It's simply a lovely fruit, and that is basically my healthy meal today. Now my budget, I've paid $4 for the lamb chops, $1 for the asparagus, $1 for the yucca, 50 cents for the Sharon fruit. Now, if I add another $1 for all my miscellaneous ingredients, you and I can do the math, and we both know that I'm far within my budget. Now, what am I cooking with today? I have lamb chops, asparagus, pre-cooked yucca, which is nice and steamed, really soft and mushy, shawarma seasoning, coconut oil rather than olive oil because I'm going to cook this on a very high temperature. And you and I by now know that olive oil releases toxins on high temperature cooking. So coconut oil, a Sharon fruit, garlic, a little bit of mayo because I'm going to mix up a beautiful aioli. Now let's start cooking, darling. Before I start cooking, I'm gonna season my lamb chops in the shawarma seasoning and put it back in the pan without burning yourself. Just make sure it has seasoning on both sides. You gotta be careful with seasoning, darling, because seasoning is full of sodium, so be careful, go low on it. I'm gonna add 2 tablespoons of coconut oil in the pan. Now, I'm gonna cook the lamb chops for 3 minutes on both sides. In the meantime, I'm gonna work on my aioli. I have a little bit of mayo, like a large tablespoon. I'm gonna add 2 teaspoons of garlic, a dash of chopped mint. Stir this all up, and you have the most beautiful Peggy signature aioli with some mint, which is a great combination for when you serve it with lamb. Now the asparagus I was just gonna leave like that, just cook them for less than 6 minutes because you don't want them overcooked and you do want to leave a bite to it. What I always like is to sprinkle a little bit of the shawarma seasoning on top of the asparagus. Now I'm going to work on my presentation and start with my asparagus. I'm going to scoop them out of the pan and serve them on the plate. Check on your lamb chops and make sure that they're cooked on both sides. Once that's finished, turn off the burner and leave it to rest because of the heat of the pan. It still cooks a little bit longer and the meat gets such a nice texture. Now the Sharon fruit I'm going to slice into 4 parts. After I chop off the crown and serve it on my plate along with the yucca. Now just to make it a little bit spicier, your meat, you can always smell a little bit on the yucca to add a little bit of flavor to your meal. So there we go. I'm gonna put the lamb chops on top. Sprinkle a little bit, a dash of mint on top. And I say, Bon appetito, darling, from Peggy with love. Now, I know you want today's recipe with this lovely Sharon fruit. Go to peggytjin.com or to your local channel's website. See you next 10:10, darling.
You're good to go. Peggy Tjin's 10-10 Cooking Show.